So, I'm here today at my daughter's soccer game, so I'm a little uh, quieter probably, and there's lots of cheering, so we'll see how this all goes. Um, my highest weight ever was 243 pounds. That was about a year ago. My start weight when I went to the doctor was 229.5, and today my weight is 225. My height is 5'2". This week was a very crazy busy week. I had my EDG or whatever, where they stick the thing down your throat, and that went really well. I felt tired the rest of the day, but other than that, it was pretty. It was a nice nap. Um, uh, we were there for maybe an hour and a half because you had to get checked in, and then an IV, which they had a hard time getting my IV in, so they had to put it in my hand. And I have stupid veins, very stupid veins. They are tiny and they roll around, and I'm used to it. Usually if I have to do blood, it's like 6 times. So when they only get it once or twice on an IV, they only can try it twice. But yeah, so that was the worst part. Then putting the medicine in my hand kind of had a burning feeling, but nothing too horrible. And by the time I realized it, I was out. And then I woke up, and then life is good. And that same day, because I was already off of work, I had my mom take me to my Psych eval, and that was a 2-hour evaluation. And we were running a little late, and I have IBS, which causes me to, if I get nervous or stressed, to lose everything in my bowels. So we got there, and I spent 10 minutes in the bathroom, and we were already late. So at this point, I'm 20 minutes late for my appointment, and I felt bad, but there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is at this point in my life. It was not. I'm really talkative anyway, so it was not a big deal. I just talked, and she asked me questions, and then I filled out some paperwork. She really was nice, and she, asked some really good questions, and she answered some questions for me about something that I had earlier in my life. So, and she agreed with me, so it was nice. It was really nice to feel like, yay, woo! Sorry, my daughter's team just scored. It was really nice to hear that I was diagnosed with something when I was in my 20s that I didn't feel like that there was more circumstantial, and she agreed with me. And it was nice to feel validated that I didn't feel like I was crazy, and the diagnosis made me feel like I was crazy and stupid. So that was pretty nice. I also talked to the doctor at the EDG or the GDE, whatever. I don't know what it is, because she was the one who actually did it, my surgeon. And I told her that we had planned a cruise like 6 months ago, that we were going to go in August, at the end of August, early September. And I asked her, I said, I forgot to bring this up at the appointment because there was so much to do. And at the first appointment. And so she said, I don't know how you feel about this. What should we do? And she's like, we'll talk about more at your next appointment, but I don't think it's good to schedule a surgery if everything went smoothly and insurance said everything was okay. I could have the surgery at the very end of July, early August. Well, we're going to leave in the end of August. So she doesn't think 3 weeks after surgery would be a good time to go on a cruise. So we may have to put it off till after the cruise, which then means if I even came back from the cruise September 5th and started my 4-week liquid diet, the earliest I could have the surgery is the beginning of October. And it's not exactly what I wanted to hear, but it's fine. It is what it is. But this week I had an emotional meltdown. I had been feeling stressed being the teacher, which thrown in at the end of the year, and then all these parents were emailing me about their kids' grades. And last Saturday, I asked my daughter's second grade, she's in second grade, teacher if she needed any work done weeks and weeks ago, and she finally sent it home last weekend, and school ends next week. But while I was correcting all that, I noticed none of my daughter's stuff was in there. And so I emailed the teacher and was like, what's going on? And she said, I'll check into it. So Tuesday, she sends home a stack like this big, like 40 or 50 pages of work that she was supposed to have done in class that wasn't finished or started or whatever. And it's due Monday. So, and then to add on to that, my other daughter has had a science report due and a book report due. My son had all of his year-end stuff too. 2 of the soccer games were moved to weekday games this week, and I was already feeling overwhelmed and stressed. And then I had my doctor's appointments and everything, and I completely melted down. I started ugly crying, like that, sobbing, just, I can't do much anymore, and I felt just out of control, like not out of control, just very upset. Yes, my daughter should have done the work in class, but it should have been sent home way before the last week, before things were due. And as a mom, it really made me upset. So I also did something I do not agree with. I even helped her with her stuff so it could be turned in, because I do not feel that second graders should be failing. And this has not happened before, and I don't know, it's just crazy. So I've been trying to keep track of my food this week and paying attention to water weight. I've been doing pretty good. Yesterday we went out as a family to a movie and ate popcorn, and I had soda pop. I was up all night because of the soda pop, and I don't normally drink soda. So yeah. Well, that's where I am, and like I said, I'm sorry at my daughter's soccer game, but it's halftime now, so she's going to come over and say hi, so bye.